Too many manufacturers are quick to do one of two things when it comes to gaming monitors. They either brand them as perfect for gamers without actually adding any features to them, apart from some red plastic to give it that kind of gamer look, or they add a high refresh rate or make it ultra wide, or some other singular feature. And the people have had enough. I want more, you want more, we all want more. And MSI feel that they've done it with the Artymis 323 CQR, adding a bucket load of gaming features and giving you the most immersive experience from a monitor. Could this be the very best gaming monitor on the market right now? Let's do this. 2560 by 1440, 165Hz, 1000R curve and HDR 400. It's already sounding pretty impressive, and these are definitely the features that any big gamer would be looking out for. But sometimes that just isn't enough. Well, good news, as not only does the 323 CQR include all of those, but takes it even further to give the people what they really want. Technologies and features that can actually heighten their gameplay and help them get those all-important wins in-game. Anyone who's serious about gaming doesn't want gimmicky red plastic and huge bezels, and that's the first thing that you'll notice about it. The bezels are super slim on the three sides that matter, giving you more screen and of course, less distractions. On top of that, it also features a 1000R curved profile to give you the very best and most immersive experience when using it. Sure, I was never truly sold on curved monitors when they first came out, and that was mainly down to the radius of it. 1800R just doesn't offer enough to give you that feeling of being inside the game, whereas 1000R simply takes it to the next level, especially when you look at you having 32 inches of screen space to kind of create a next level of immersion. Don't just take my word for it. MSI have teamed up with the University of Bradford to study the effects of digital eye strain, and the end result was a resounding yes when comparing a 1000R curve monitor to an 1800R curve monitor. With this monitor, you really do have an answer for when your mum tells you you've been staring at a screen for too long. Take that, mum. Now, any gamer knows that refresh rate is everything when it comes to fast-paced games. It can literally be the difference between clutching that win or ending up dead on the floor. And with a 165Hz refresh rate and FreeSync Premium for the very best fluid gaming experience, tearing and stuttering really will literally be a thing of the past, especially in those all-important multiplayer games where timing is practically everything. Now I get it, some people love the gamery features, and MSI have still kept the all-important RGB on the rear, allowing it to kind of complement your setup without getting in the way. It of course can be controlled through MSI's Mystic Light software or even through your phone, or it can be turned off completely, though we all know RGB adds at least 20 frames per second to your games. So what about the screen? How is it better than the competition? Well, with its 1440p resolution, it sits comfortably for those wanting a fluid experience without having to spend thousands of pounds on a hefty GPU, which we all know are in extremely short demand right now, and works on making that experience kind of the best it can be, with HDR 400 certification giving you more detail and a wider and more vivid range of colours. Honestly, if you've never tried gaming with HDR enabled, you're in for a real treat. Speaking of treats, we've all been there, trying to game during the day and finding the sunlight kind of throwing you off, or trying to game at night and finding your eyes starting to hurt because, well, the one-size-fits-all solution doesn't really work. That's where Smart Brightness 2.0 and eye care come in, with a built-in light sensor that auto-detects light sources around you and then adjusts both the brightness and the colour temperature to suit the environment, along with less blue light, meaning you're actually going to be walking away kind of still feeling refreshed even after those long weekend gaming sessions. Now, depending on the type of game you play, sometimes the difference between coming out on top or not comes down to having an advantage over the competition. And that's where MSI have implemented a ton of features to assist you along the way. No wall hacks or aimbots here, but instead we find a carefully selected set of features to give you an upper hand while gaming. I mean, some games are purposely dark in certain scenes to give you an immersive feeling of being in the moment, but more often than not, it can actually hinder your gameplay more than help it. And that's where night vision comes in. With a world-first smart black tuner, it will brighten up the dark areas without losing any clarity or detail. It really could be the difference between killing some dark creature in the dead of night or being mauled to death and not even realising what happened. Come on, we've all been there. Couple this with smart crosshairs that automatically changes colour if matched with the background, and you'll have no issue getting your enemy directly in your sights. Now I get it, not everyone is a PC gamer, and in the past, console users have kinda had a little bit of a raw deal, being forced to use either a large TV, which makes it hard to capture detail, or using a gaming monitor that simply upscales the resolution from 1080p to 1440p, and therefore losing clarity. Well, with the 323 CQR's console mode, it can accept a 4K signal from the likes of the PS5 and then downsample it to 2K, making sure that no detail is lost along the way, and consequently giving you the very best experience. Now, obviously I'm all about the PC master race, but with the way that GPUs are right now, this is great for console gamers. Not that a PS5 is any easier to get these days, but hopefully you see my point. If you do, however, manage to get a PS5, or if you're an avid streamer, the 323 CQR has you covered there, with a built-in KVM switch, allowing you to control multiple devices from one keyboard, mouse, or controller. This is perfect for someone streaming from a laptop, while not taking up unnecessary desk space due to double the amount of peripherals. Now you have to remember, visuals are still only one part of the puzzle when trying to get the most immersive gaming experience, because so much of it comes down to audio too, and MSI have you covered there too. With MSI SoundTune, the clever deep learning AI calculations will eliminate background noise and separate vocals to make both what you hear and what your teammates hear of you crystal clear with no distractions. We've all been there, shouting at your teammate, telling him where the other team are, and watching him kind of aimlessly walking around and eventually, well, getting sniped from a distance. With this, there really is no excuse anymore. So software aside, any true gamer will know how important it is to get gaming in a flash, as quickly as possible, and the 323 CQR again has you covered. It's the first gaming monitor to include HDMI CEC, so you can wake the monitor up using your controller. This just brings laziness to a whole new level, and frankly, I love it. On top of that, it comes included with a built-in headset hanger to keep those dreaded long cables out the way, as well as a mouse bungee, so you'll never have any issues getting tied up with your mouse. Now I'm going to be honest, I've looked at a lot of monitors over time, and generally they all have one big problem in common, and that comes down to the OSD. I'm pretty sure inputting nuclear launch codes is easier than most on the market, but MSI have realised that this is actually a problem and have, well, fixed it. Not only is the OSD much more intuitive, but you can also control it through the app using your keyboard and mouse, making it much easier for the end user. So with all of these features, how actually is it during real world gameplay? Does it give you the upper hand where it matters most? Yes, we finally have a gaming monitor that has features that gamers from all walks of life will want and need in their life. Whether you're a hardcore multiplayer battle royale type of user, wanting to chalk up as many kills in Call of Duty Warzone or Apex Legends, the higher refresh rate will definitely help you there, as long as you have a GPU that's powerful enough and up for the task, which frankly is easier said than done in 2021. The crosshairs really do make a difference too, and you can always see them with their contrasting colours based on the background, so there really is no excuse for not getting that all-important kill and pushing your team to victory. But it doesn't just stop at multiplayer, as single-player games like Metro Exodus really do take advantage of some of the key features that the 323 CQR has to offer, like night vision, brightening up the screen in those dark, hard-to-see areas, and the added crosshairs again really feel like a welcome addition. The blue light has varying levels that can be selected, or just leave AI mode on and let the monitor do the work for you. It's definitely more of a, let's say, personal preference, but whatever mode you choose, you'll definitely walk away without having dry eyes and a sense of fatigue, even if playing at night with the lights off. So this all sounds really impressive, but the all-important thing, what about the price? Well, I mean, on paper and in real world usage, it ticks all the right boxes. It's 1440p, it's fast with its 165Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time. It packs a ton of cool features that will help propel you to the next tier of gaming, and in theory make you a better gamer. And of course it's curved for that ultimate level of immersion. It really does have it all, and I know what you're thinking, I bet it's going to come in well in excess of 500 quid. Well, you'd be wrong. It's currently available for the low price of £399, making this an absolute steal. Now I know that not everyone needs a 32-inch monitor, but you've probably been sold on the rest of the features to help heighten your gameplay and give you that amazing immersive experience. And there's good news, as MSI also have the 273 CQR for those on a tighter budget, but still offering an amazing value for money prospect. For those who maybe want a little bit more than the 323, then the 343 CQR is also available, giving you a whopping 34 inches of screen with all of the amazing gaming features and that all-important 1000R curvature. So what do you guys think? Is this monitor missing anything, or frankly, is it the most immersive gaming monitor on the market right now? And if it's not, are you prepared to pay a lot more money to get a faster refresh rate but sacrifice some of the other magic that's included? With Christmas almost upon us, maybe it's time to treat yourself. And if you want to, I'll have the link to buy this down below in the description, so definitely check that out. And I mean, if you're really not sold yet, check out the MSI website. Again, link is down below, where it kind of breaks down each feature in a little bit more detail, just to give you kind of a better insight coupled along with this video. Either way, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, you know exactly what to do, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.